All right,
Yeah.
everyone. No, you're good. We have Pham running for the president or internal vice president position. And then you can start when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready. Hello, my fellow VSA members. I'm Pham, and I'm running for the position of IVP. I'm going to be a second-year biology student that is on the pre-med track, and I'm taking about 16 credits next semester. I also want to volunteer and work at the same time, but I plan on prioritizing VSA and its needs. So I'm sure everyone has taken the Myers-Briggs personality test and seen how accurate they are. When I took it, I got the console personality type that has the letters of E, S, F, J-T. You're probably wondering what these letters mean or how does it even pertain to IVP? Well, I'm going to tell you. The first letter E stands for extroverted. An important quality to have as IVP is to be welcoming and to be friendly. It's really easy for me to build connections with people and to get along with them. Using this trait, not only will I be able to recruit new members, but also maintain the foundation that has already been built from older members. I want to improve older or inactive member participation by messaging them separately to attend our events and our general body meetings. The next letter S stands for sensing. What that means is a person is able to listen to the outside world and then be influenced by it. IVP has the responsibility to listen to members' concerns and needs and address them. Being IVP, I will maintain member satisfaction by sending out Google Forms after each event that people can fill out anonymously. This will provide insight in how members are feeling and how VSA can improve with its members in mind. The next letter F stands for feeling. This shows that I'm able to empathize with people as well as be sensitive to how others feel. I'm really considerate of what others have to say and want to maintain a conflict-free environment. As IVP, I want to make it a priority to make sure that all members feel that VSA is a comfortable space where they can speak their minds. The following letter J stands for judging. This trait encompasses planning, organizing, and accomplishing goals. It's important for me to time manage as I want to balance other factors in my life like school, work, and family and friends on top of my responsibilities as IVP. Being organized allows me to create a plan as how I can approach things so I can check off my goals. My goals for VSA when I'm on e-board as IVP are to promote inclusivity between ACE lineages and general body members, as well as work on creating new and different events than previous semesters with my e-board members. The last letter T stands for turbulent. T personality types are very driven towards perfection and are really eager to improve. Because of this trait, I've always been wanting to constantly improve myself for the better. Like for example, during this quarantine, I've been exercising more and even picked up the hobby of running. I believe that I can do my part to improve VSA through the goals I've set, as well as accomplish the goals that arise during this semester. While I have a foundation of leadership skills from the past, being IVP will help strengthen and expand on those skills that I need for my future in VSA, as well as in my career path later on. In high school, I was a leader within my Vietnamese church youth group, and I was able to assist our supervisors on lessons, retreats, and fundraisers. I would relay the information back to my peers while also getting feedback from them to give to our supervisors to see how we can improve on things. Since I'm not able to attend youth group as often anymore, I want to put my time and effort into an organization that I'm passionate about. Coming from a Vietnamese background, my family has instilled a strong need and want to learn more about my culture. From the food to the language, I keep trying to improve myself and to learn more about my roots. I want to pass on this knowledge to my fellow VSA members and for them to give it back to me through our events. As I entered under Siki this past semester, I had the opportunity to see what this position entails and what is expected of me. I like that she was able to come up with her own events, and I want to be able to do the same when I'm IVP. I was able to keep track of ACE points and help contribute ideas. Last semester, when I was PR intern, I was able to organize interns to film and present TikToks for our GBM. I have the experience about how other positions are run, so I'm able to help and support my fellow e-board members. With the assistance from my e-board members, I want to give back to VSA what they have given me. Through the ACE program, I was granted the best big and lineage I could ask for. I want to give that same experience to next year's members and think of new events like karaoke night or movie night to help foster and tend those relationships. Even for those that choose not to participate in the ACE program, I know that I'm able to provide a welcoming and fun environment for all members. Thank you.
Thank you, V. So we're just gonna ask a few questions. Siki will be asking you a few questions on behalf
Okay.
of her position. So you'll have a 1 minute to answer those.
Okay.
So how do you plan to create a welcome environment for potential new members? And what is your comfort level on talking to these new members?
I feel like it's really easy for me to engage with new people and like to start up a conversation with potential members. I feel like I want to continue on the tradition of back to school night, as that's like a good way to engage with incoming freshmen and all, and to continue on with that tradition. Um, it's really easy uh, to just talk to new people for me. I like building new friendships.
How will you build a strong ACE program while also making sure you include members who may not be in the ACE program?
So when I was talking to you earlier, I heard that you like created events to see how well people work with one another. I want to do the same as well and like create events like game night or like karaoke night to see which people like tend to go towards one another. So I think that can really help me create a good ace pair. Besides that, I think our general body meetings should be less centered around like ACE. I think ACE is really cool and an emphasis on that is really cool. It's just that I feel like we can like randomize the groups a little bit, like we did that one time with like different candies. I feel like that is a good way to get exposure to other people that aren't a part of your lineage and to connect with people that you haven't talked to before.
So you kind of talked about this, but what are some social events that you plan to have both ACE and non-ACE related if you were to become IVP?
So I love TikTok and I want to continue that. I love doing dances. I would love to see some lineages doing dances. So I would love to include that in our ACE week. But besides that, I want to do like karaoke night, for example. Like that could easily be held in Vilas with a projector and everything. Just got to get one of those portable microphones or even like movie night as well. I think that's really cool to just bond and talk over something that we've all watched. Yeah.
So how will you engage older members and get them to be more involved in VSA, and how comfortable would you be reaching out to them?
I mentioned in my speech that I want to like message the older members like separately and like privately in a chat so that I'm like more engaged with them. I feel like they would need like the extra push. And also I want to tell them in advance, like as soon as possible, because I know older members tend to be more involved in other extracurriculars. So I would like to message them privately and just encourage them as in advance as I can and to make it as intriguing as I can for them.
So I'm just gonna explain a scenario to you. Um, so if a member had approached you with a complaint about VSA events feeling too cookie, what would you do in this situation?
So first, I will talk to my other e-board members about how they feel about the situation, and I will see how like we would all deal with it all together, and see how each of us, because me thinking is different than how someone else on the board would think and how they would react to it. So I feel like when someone approaches me with a complaint, I would first I like to address that and for like ultimately try to fix that. But I would also need the help of my other EBOR members to see how we can effectively solve that problem.
Okay.
To solve that problem, to solve that problem, I would, like I said before, randomize the groups a little bit and try to emphasize like um, inviting other people than who you normally hang out with to like events, just so we get more exposure and more to build more connections with people that we haven't talked to.
Sounds good. Thank you. That was the last question.
Okay, cool.